What's crackalackin, folks? Welcome back to Factorio. Welcome back to Pyanodons, where today we're gonna get to coal trains. Finally, you see the big ones, the 141 trains. We're gonna get them into service now. Hey Jerry, crispy avocado ranch burritos. That sounds delicious. Bring me some as well, please. All right, I already put them down. I put some fuel in it, 2 stacks of raw coal. One of the first things we need to do is actually build refuelers, because right now nothing has a refueler. So they run on, these 2 trains have what they have, and then the trains we put here will have what they have, and that's about it. So that will be the next priority, get some refuelers there. Yeah, and I noticed there's a pretty big gap here, but we can't really squeeze anything in here because our outlets here, so to say, are already blocking everything. And I don't think I can squeeze another one in here. Oh, would that work? No. I mean, what are they blocked by? By power poles. Nah, but here they overlap. Here would be very tight to squeeze one in here. So let's not do it. We have all the space. And what we have to do here is actually set this as a depot. No, that's the wrong one. No arithmetic combinator. We need a Cybersyn. Did I pick up a ton of arithmetic combinators instead? Well, let's make, no, here are the Cybersyn combinators. We set that to allow list. What? This is on M and it's a depot. And how do you get to this allow list? That's very interesting. I guess because no inserters were present. No, not this, like this. And we just equip all of these stations now with the Cybersyn combinators. Yeah, I know I probably should have made a fuel depot first, but you know, we just kick off the coal thing, and then we also get coke, which we then can request for the fuel depots. So yeah, how's it going, Gamering Dino? But now I need to set them there again. I guess they have to arrive after the depot was set. So I'm gonna move it back a bit and then let it go there again. And some of them have no power. That's not great. I have to fix that. Manual, go back a bit. And then you should work now. There we go. it's going the first delivery of hopefully raw coal to the tar processing raw coal input 2. Let's follow the train for the first delivery. How much fuel are you burning through? I can't see that, sadly. Hey, Monotoast, how you doing? Are you going to this one? Is this one enabled? Yeah, I think they're all completed now, thank God. Just some lamps missing. What's the priority looking? 50 and 3, perfect. So that has all been set up. All of them are working. It's slow to load them, so it's gonna take a while for them to be loaded, but you know, hopefully it's fast enough for us. It looks like a full belt is being consumed here, so that's all we can ask for with these inserters. We have fast inserters researched, and we are actually hopefully making some already. Yeah, we do have 14 fast inserters now, and these will be the ones that we hopefully use soon to insert everything into the train. Into the boxes, we can just still use the normal inserters. I think that's fine. But for inserting into the train, we should use the fastest inserters we have, because that makes loading the train so much faster. Actually, this one is 500. There you go, it's 4,000. Let's follow the train for dropping the first raw coal load off at the tar processing station. Exciting. Oh, so we are not burning through fuel too crazily. Also, we have ash that we need to handle, so that's another thing in the refueler we have to consider. Unload ash, load the fuel. Actually, it deployed it to this one first. What was the error message? Gonna find trains, that's right. We don't have enough trains yet on this network. Let's put another one down. And give it some fuel. Actually, I only have 150 stack of raw coal left, but I brought some coke, which should hopefully help. And then you go to this station as well. And there you go, the second transport is going, and I think I would have enough for a fluid wagon, but we don't need that for the 6 length ones. All right, so this is the depot set up, and hopefully this one delivers to here. Quest only. Is this on M? Yeah, this is on M. So hopefully they now deliver everything as required. And we kickstarted the coal processing. Very nice. We also have this one slowly coming together. Let our robots help a little bit with at least the belts, so the station robots don't have to work so much. What I wish there was blueprints for pi for people not smart enough to do math. Gotta make your own. You mean like for like hot air and something like that? Yeah, I mean that's the fun for me, to make these builds and figure it out and put them down, and yeah, that's the huge fun for me. But I can see for things like refuelers and something like that, some nice blueprints would be good. And there are some blueprints. I think this one, the book I am using, comes with the refueler. Stations probably. Yeah, it has refueling, and it has like an intelligent, like only loads the highest value fuel. So there's something like that you can play around with. I'm just gonna use coke for now, and we have to get rid of the ash, and that's the goal, to make a refueler that does exactly that first. And we need to do 2 refuelers. I don't know, maybe we can make 1 refueler that understands which train is present. What can we read from a train station? Can we read the length of a train? If we connect those up, What can we read? Train limits, send to train, retrain contents, retrain count. It's a priority. We can't read the length, at least from the train station. Can we read the length from this? I'm not quite sure. What you should use is wood for fuel because it doesn't produce ash. Yeah, but we actually want ash. Like in this environment here, we don't produce that much ash. The only ash we produce is from steam here. And that's about it. And we need to fuel our fastwood forestries and potentially as well our lubricant production with ash. So, you know, we need ash to actually be produced and it's not too bad for us. And wood, I mean, wood needs ash to run. So I don't think it's a big issue to have coal as our source of fuel. Oh, these weren't finished. Oh yeah, weird, because these are brand new. Makes sense. What are you complaining? You're still complaining that there's not enough trains. That's fine. As long as that is the only issue, I am happy because we will scale the trains as soon as I have refuelers. So my question is, can I get the information about a train that is refueling from either the cybernetic combinator that's posted next to like a station, or the cybernetic combinator that has the arriving train? Let's just look at the docs real quick. What they say for refueler. Trains can automatically visit centralized refuelers. It is not required that every single depot loads train with fuel. Refueler mode. When placed adjacent to a vanilla train stop, a Cybersyn refueler is created. Whenever a train completes a delivery, if it is running low on fuel, it will attempt to visit a refueler before returning to the depot. The train will search for a refueler within its network that has so we need to build two as well, that has not exceeded its train limit, and that is allow listed 4. If one is found, it would schedule the detour to it to stock back up on fuel. All right, well, that answers our question. We need to build 2 separate ones because they're per network. And actually we need 3 ones because we also have a trash network. So let's figure out where we're gonna build these refuelers. Do we actually have blueprints for double-sided stackers? Elevated double, ground double. So we would have a double one that, no, that's just 2. That means they go up and down. We don't have anything that goes left and right, both at the same time. All right, that's fine. I think I may put a T intersection up here instead of just a curve, and then connect this one over eventually. Then we can put the refueler here. Even though that lead ore is convenient, I'd probably rather complete it here where we have the next lead, because we do need lead pretty soon. We have lead here that we could mine easily because this track isn't used for much anyway. I mean, this one is very convenient. It's just difficult to get a station here, I guess. If we do here, we ignore the oil sand, put a station here and mine the lead ore. It's a bit of a waste of space. But we could put the station here, down here, and run belts down here, and then fit another one up here. But we could also put a refueler here, right? But I really kind of want to connect them here. But it's pretty tight. I don't think I can do a T intersection this way and then swing over. We can try. I don't think that'll work. It actually would work. We could sneak around like this. We just have to move one of the belts, which shouldn't be a big issue. Let's actually go up there and do that. Yeah, first train is out of fuel. Where is it? On the way to the depot? Yeah. I have a little bit of fuel left, but yeah, once they run out of fuel, I'm just gonna leave them stranded for now until we have the refuelers and then make them run again, because they're gonna do too many deliveries now for me to constantly run after them and refuel them. I'm gonna refuel this one. This is one of the original ones, the tier 4 ones, or the 4 length ones. And then, yeah, if the rest get stranded, they get stranded. Now let's grab our crawdad, go a bit faster, and hopefully not run over everything. We have to be really careful because these buildings are expensive if I accidentally run them over. More than just pipes or something like that. Can we just manually place that? I hate when like one of these things is missing and that's everything needed to complete it. So let's do that. So here, I think we're gonna remove the corner here. I have to be a bit sneaky. Turn these on so you can help. So I don't remove this one here. And replace it with a rail like this. And then we do the corner up here. Where is it? Here. And we force build. They're waiting for this to be replaced or removed. Oh, I hate when they wait for internal trains, for internal robots or the base robots to deconstruct something when they could just deconstruct it way faster themselves. But alas. Oh, it actually automatically spans over these. But I'm gonna replace this myself. We don't need to go all the way over here. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we move the belt on the inside here. There we go. A little zigzag. Never hurt. These are out of power. So let's fix that real quick. Yeah, it's complaining that we don't have enough trains, which is fine. I'm out of power poles too. I do still have small ones, perfect. Because they belong here. I mean, I could turn Cybersyn off for the second, but it's fine. Let's figure out how to connect these two up. Over the oil sand probably. We don't need oil sand anytime soon, and we have plenty around as well. I think. There's one here, 51 million. There's one here we can tap that's right next to the rails. And there's plenty more around. So we're not like lacking in oil sand, 101 million here. So we're fine. But if you can just sneak around it, might as well do that. Where do we put the refueler? We can do the lead mining right here, like go off here and to the left for the lead ore, because that's one of the early ones we need anyway. We do need tin, which I set up the compressor for last time. So we have 2 compressors running and 3 evaporators until they get filled in. We brought in the gasoline and we have tin being mined. Right now, they're not actually going into the station because I'm gonna, once all these inserters are in there, like here, I only wanna allow them. Otherwise, we have unbalanced chests and that's just gonna lead to issues over time. when a train is requested to come here and there's enough in the chests, but only in like the first 2, but not in the second 2, and so the train gets stuck forever. So we're just gonna wait till the station is fully built, or each of these stations is fully built, and then we go from there. And we built this and then put in the stacker, ground, single R. And that should fit. We put in one of the 6 stations. Actually, we can put more of them there. Let me go down here so I can actually see, because it's uncovered on the map. Let's put 2 to pick it up. And then what do you need to be mining? Acetylene. Yeah, we will be bringing acetylene in directly. So we're gonna grab a 4-car R. And with the same distance, we put the acetylene provider here. This one isn't as big as the tin, and here we have 2 tin patches that we can provide. So I don't know, how many miners do we get if we use this? I think also quite a few miners. That is 122. That's more than the tin. The question is, do we put more loading bays? I think 2 are fine. Just leave it at 2 for now. We can always expand later, further downward. It's not a big deal if we really realize that it's not enough. Right, and then we don't need this one right now, but let's leave it here in case of further expansion. Oh, one has been misdirected by Factorio Priority. That's annoying. Are these all set to the wrong priority? Yep. So that is some cleanup work to do. That is probably what the alerts were. Yeah, these are probably all these alerts, the priority stuff. That is the one really annoying thing about the template I use. It sets the priority automatically to 49 instead of 50, which is not what we want with Cybersyn. So I have to go through all of them and set the priority manually back to 50 instead of 49. Bit annoying, but that is fixed once we make our own blueprints. Once we have loaders up and running, I'm gonna make my own blueprints for this, and specifically for what we're using, like 4 and 6 trains, length trains, and we're gonna unify the setups we have here. And it's still at 0. Right, it should be at 0 because this station isn't open yet. Where else could we have mismatch priorities? Here, you're unloading already. 50. This one isn't open because it's not built yet. That's fine. This one isn't built yet either. I was about to say at least there's one for each unloading, but that's not the case. And my God. I hate that the base robots are always the fastest to grab the deconstruction stuff. And then my robots have to wait for ages to actually place something down because they grab the placement tiles or the placement jobs. One more thing. There we go. Yeah, all the placements were taken up by my robots, but all the destruction and removal is taken up by the base bots. Even though I think my robots are still much closer than the base bots, but oh well, there's some heuristic that decides that the deconstruction is more important for the base bots than the construction. which I guess makes sense. But why do my bots not have the same priority? So they always wait. Good, that is for lead. In theory planned, we still have to make acetylene, so we're gonna wait for that for a while. Now back to the rails. How far are we? We have to turn around soon. One more straight one and then a curved one. And we're out of rails. We're out of rails. Oh, they're just deconstructing. Filling up my inventory with useless stone and raw coal and yuck. Fine, do your thing. There we go. So do we already come down here? Yeah, we use a... Actually, why use a turn one? Let's use a one like this, where this continues and then goes down further south. Because there's no reason that we wouldn't expand in this direction, right? There's tin, nickel, niobium, iron ore right here, raw Nexalit. I wonder if we have already found another way to mine Nexalit. I know we can get Nexalit from tailings. Nexalit processing 2 is very far away. It's blue science. And here we get... Actually, it's still done by animals. Bigger, tougher GMO mining creature that can gather Nexalit ore. They're able to mine twice as much ore with the same food. So it's still done through the creatures mining it. Interesting. So tailings into Nexalit might actually be legit a good thing to do. Given how hard it is to mine Nexalit, and we need the creatures for that. Alright, more rails. We can just plant it in this moment because we don't have the rails anyway. Let's just go through here, rip out a few trees. If the bots so desire, and make our way down. Where do we put the refueler? That's the question. I mean, we have to, at the minimum, go down. This far anyway. Like this far, and start here. And I think that's a good spot to start. We don't need that many bays to refuel. So let's just add one more straight rail. And then we go to this here and place it down. This one looks good, except the one signal, which we can remove. That's fine. Let's make this the refueler for... Doesn't really matter. Let's start with the 6. Well, the first delivery of coke will be a 4. And then we have ash, and trash is also 4. Actually, we can't go that tight. Let's keep the spacing that we had before. And just move it out as soon as we can place it. We put it down again. And then let's see the 6 car R's. Only fit 2 here. Actually, these can be tighter because we don't need to load the trains in a complicated manner. Does that fit? That's... No, I don't think that fits. So let's not do that. It would look a bit stupid too. There we go, connect these, and we need to come back with some rails and just build it ourselves. Let's mark it real quick with iron, small iron text plates. So this is coke in. Almost. That's fine, coke in. And then we mark the other one as ash out. And that is awful to read, so let's move it here. Good, and that's it for now. We just want to build all of these stations first and remove all of the tree cover and that garbage while we're here. I have a sip for my voice. It's getting warm in here too. It's almost 80 degrees in the office. All right, let's hop on our... Actually, we can plan the 4 as well. And I think we can squeeze it in here. Just right under this. It should fit. So let's plan for that as well. All right, robots, come in here. Come back. They're trying to deconstruct all the forest now. Well, we're gonna go ahead and plan a bit more of this. Let the robots do their thing. And get another ground to R. Ground to single R. We probably can put it here. Oh, so much forest in the way. And now we only need 4s. So we have this for coke, this for ash. And then we can fit a few trains in here to refuel. Perfect. Now we just have to build it. Also for this one, we want to get rid of all the trees and garbage in the way here. Which is going to be a lot. Do we have any extenders? We only can make 2, so let's get started with these. Where is the next network? It's already covering part of this, so let's get put one down here. And try to find some power. Is this under the train station? I think it is. Yeah, here the train station ends. So let's do that. Put this down and then run some power if I would have power poles, which I don't have. My bad. Barely enough. Put it here. And you should be having power. Low power? No, it's just because you were connected later. You're just still recharging because you got plenty of power. Yeah, easily. All right, robots, it's time to pack in. We're heading home. Look at all that garbage in my inventory. Where are we? I need a personal train that I can commandeer. Still unloading. Do we have tar yet? We have syngas, we have tar, and we have coal gas, which I want to fix too, that this becomes an overflow valve. Because we don't really care about coal gas until we're full on syngas and tar. And we should only void... We should only void coal gas, but that should never happen either. Like, because we use tar and syngas pretty much for the same purpose, right? To deal with tar, we use syngas to get the steam for it. We shouldn't actually have too much of either. But that coal gas, we need an overflow valve for that. Actually, we probably will never export that coal gas from here. I don't know why I put a station up for that. It should never happen. Let's make a overflow valve. Oh, inventory is full. Well, well. And we put that overflow valve down here. There we go, much better. So all of these should be running, creating syngas. All of these should be running, creating tar. And we create coke too. Perfect. So even more coke for us to use for the refuelers and acetylene, which will also be next after the tin. And yeah, we're even picking up tar. How much do you pick up? Why only 1,000? Oh, because we haven't set the request limits, I fear. Yeah, and we have probably like 900. Yeah, so it delivers immediately. We need to set these request limits to 50k. And same here for syngas. Syngas is set to 50k. This is output, 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 output. Come black out, coal dust out. The coal dust out is still a pain because that's on the wrong network. It's on A and it should be on T. But I guess for this one, we already have a higher priority, so that's good. Coke out is fine, ash out is fine. You have request threshold, perfect. Now, who else is requesting? You are requesting coke. Do you have a threshold? No. Let's set that to 4K. And you can all be the same. Right, you're all requesting raw coal. Yep. So that is fixed. Iron oxide out, ash out. These are both on the trash network, and coke out is on A. Coke out needs to be on A. Well, I guess it can be on T because we have no way to handle it, so it needs to be picked up. Interesting, yeah. So let's put that on our to-do as well. So we need coke, central management, T network to pick up. So whenever we create coke and we have no means of just getting rid of it at the place where we build it, like here, we don't actually have anything to burn the coke should we have too much. We just want to pick it up, bring it to a central place, and that place then has the facilities to get rid of the coke if we have too much of it. All right, but it's working. I'm doing 10 per second for automation science to fuel 5 labs, but it requires like 300 machines. Yeah, that is early Factorio, early Pyanodons. Wait, how many machines do we have here just for the coal stuff? This is like 17, 20, 42. Yeah, we're like have 100 machines or something like that here. Yeah, just for doing this. 2 belts of raw coal. And then, yeah, just these here alone are probably like 50. These are like 30. So yeah, we're like 150 machines here just for 2 belts of raw coal. And then this is 50 just to process into tar for 4 belts of raw coal. Yeah, in the beginning, scaling is lots and lots of buildings. I'm glad that we have Rauk Mark IIs. Let's see how many we have actually. We now have 150, 24. Why you stopped? You're full. We're out of Rauk food, really. Probably because out of tin. Yeah, we're out of tin. That's fine. We have like 124 or 174 of the Rauk Mark IIs, which is great. That's a bunch of already. Now, where to next? We just want to build this and build this and then figure out the refueling. Sounds good. Where's our crawdad? Wait, did I leave my crawdad somewhere? It's up here. God damn it. Let's rescue our abandoned crawdad. And in the meantime, we realized that we forgot a few belts here. Good, I saw that. Oh, only 1 belt we forgot. Yeah, this is all running now. Good. 1 less problem to debug later down the road, wondering why we don't have any tar anymore. Turns out iron oxide was filling up. Well, we fixed it before it was an issue. And speaking of issues, we have some power issues. Let's just use the ones I can craft and put right next to it. Another one. There we go. Let's rescue our crawdad. Sorry for abandoning you. I will try to be better next time. Oh, he's so far up too. I do like elevated rails. I'm so glad they added them to 2.0 or Space Age, where you can use them in 2.0. It's really great. It's up there. Don't get run over. Yeah, later. Speaking of, there's the first train ready to run me over. Later down the road. Oh, they're already placing these? Why? Do tin first. Come on. We just hit your ride. Get your ride. There we go. I'm surprised they didn't run out of fuel yet. How are they getting there? Do we still have one out of fuel? I thought there was one stranded somewhere, because I didn't fix it. Oh, both are here. One is here, loading. I guess the one I fixed was enough. But yeah, we're getting train stranded now in a second, for sure. Let's go back down home. Without causing too much carnage, please. Yeah, let's go where the asphalt is. No, I was so close. So close to accident-free. There we go. What do we need? We want rails. Right? Yeah. And get rid of all that garbage in my inventory. Yep, that is a big priority too. I'm not even going to put it into the yellow chests. I'm just going to put it in one of my trash chests. Because then they get the idea to pick up stone from over here. And I'm like, no, please, just don't. That's not a good idea. And they still do it anyway. So let them not even have that idea. I guess we could keep the raw coal to fuel the trains we put down, but I think refueler is more important, so let's grab all the stuff we need for that. Bunch of ramps, bunch of rails. I think we're gonna take 20 ramps, a bit more of the support pillars, and then fill up the rest with rails. Where are the rails? Here, after the crawdad, cool. After the creature chamber. Here we are. Do we have any of these? We have. Very nice to see. Even though we're out of solder, we still have some of those. And then give me... That wasn't many rails. That is concerning. But yeah, the solder shortage is also affecting the trains now. Which is not nice. But it is what it is. Hey, what's up, DSF? How you doing? That's the wrong one. Did Sleepy end? That why you here? Fire watch over? The whole forest burnt down? Nothing left? Oh, I wanted to put, you know what? We just build our personal train. You mean this? Yeah. You see our train network? It's growing and growing. We have 1, 2, 3 production facilities already. These 2 will be our refueling stations that I'm building right now. But emotional damage was had? You know, should have known. Put 50 fuel in here and put 50 fuel in here and hope we don't run out. How about that? Now we go as far as we can here. And most of our trips in the future will be by personal train, because even though the Dingrid or the Crawdad is nice, it's too slow, and also it can damage stuff so easily. It's just not worth it. Don't tell me you're waiting for the base ones to cut down stuff again. That is not cool. Yeah, just drop it on the ground. Pick it up. No. Just leave it on the ground, bots. God damn it. Take all the belts. There we go. We got coal trains now? Yeah. Is one running right now? Yeah, see, this one is unloading raw coal. And it produces tar, coal gas, and your beloved coke. Actually, coal. And then we make coal into coke. And then we make syngas out of it, and then we export all of that. See? We soon will have coke trains too now. Here's the coke, ready to be shipped. And we're gonna use the coke to actually fuel our trains. And that's what I'm building right now. Oh, you waiting for the deconstruction of stuff. Always the same. Are you still running out of coke? We're making more now. We're not out of it right now. We actually have a ton of it. So we happy. I still need to make central coke management, where we grab all the coke that we don't have means to get rid of if it doesn't get picked up from a station, like over here. You know, we make coke, right? But we don't have an alternative to it just getting picked up to get rid of it. And if this is full, everything would stop. So we need like a central coke management that picks up all of these trash stations like ash, like iron oxide, like coke, and manages it centrally and then distributes it from there. And if we got too much of it, it can get rid of it. You know what I mean? So that needs to be built as well. So many things that need to be built. We're far away from having a functioning and solid, robust train network. Let's put it that way. You picking up what I'm putting down? Perfect. CDSF Factorio is easy. You should start playing it. Get a PC and play Factorio. It even supports controllers now. Is Factorio on consoles? I have no idea. It supports controller support. I don't think it's on consoles though. You're right, you still have to play Path of Exile 2 and get past, how's he called? The guy with the big trunk. Oh, I'm blanking. Which is the boss you beat last, or were struggling to beat? Lachlan, right? Did you get past him yet? One day. The new league starts in August, I think. So, you know, you can always start then. I hope am in the mood to play PoE for the new league again. It was really fun when I played, so I hope I get the joy again and get to play some Path of Exile for the new league. Okay, when you're over it, I can't deconstruct the thing. Thank you. You have things to do in August? Excuse me? Denied? PTO denied? There's still something missing? No. Very good. Oh, of course you're waiting for this tree to be cut down. I hate all of you robots. Why are you doing this to me? Nah, Cam gotta grind for his own gear, right, DSF? He loves grinding. But I still need to... Like, Rare also was saying that she didn't have enough drops, like drops of gear, and I need to introduce both of you to the crafting and trading of PoE 2. Are you even in the current league anymore, DSF? You're in standard now, right? I think he's playing in standard, not in the current league. See, you gotta play more to get gooder. But it wasn't very high. It was like level, I'd say like 10, 15. You're not very high when you beat Lachlan. So. Oh, you have gear in both? I still have my characters in standard. Like my monk that beat Sesh tier 3 and then died to T4. The video that's on my channel, that one is in standard. That wasn't the last league. But it was so fun to play with that monk. Like, next week I'm gonna play monk again. I just had so much fun with monk. So hopefully the next league is good. First boss of Act 1. Is that Lachlan? It's the one after the two. No, he's in Act 1, yeah. It's the one where you have to beat the 2 ghosts, and then he realizes that his family has been dead for a long time and freaks out. A 100 Flora machines? Yeah. Is it just for your science? I still have to get my science onto Rails. That's going to be interesting too, and I'm very glad I didn't turn on spoilage. Because that would have been an even bigger pain to manage that with trains. It's doable. I did my Gleba base with trains, and it worked fine without Cybersyn, just with vanilla stuff, and it worked fine. But here in Pi, I really don't want to deal with it right now. Let's get to, like, let's say blue science or something this time again, and have a very solid established rail base, and then we'll talk about increasing any challenge. Good. Can I put down one more? I have one more extender. Let's put it here. I don't have power poles. That's the... Yeah, exactly, him. I don't have power poles, sadly. I need to grab those and put those down. But we're making progress with the refuelers. Slow but steady. What class were you playing, Mono? Or what class do you like the most? I love the monk. I played monk, minion, witch, and one of the crossbow classes with the crossbow. And monk was like by far my favorite. And I like how minion was kind of safe. So that was nice, but I'd never played endgame with it then. I just like got it to endgame and was like, I'm done, I have my monk. And then the crossbow was pretty fun, but not as fun as my monk. So probably next time I'm going to start with a monk as league starter again. Mercenary, and then what's LS? Oh, lightning strike. Like ranger then. All the rails. Oh, spear, nice. Yeah, I tried spear a little bit. I didn't get far with it. Yeah, I didn't get far with it. I only got through like Act 1 and a bit into Act 2, and then I stopped playing that league. So I haven't played much spear yet. I watched one of my friends, Yura, he sometimes shows up here, play a bunch of spear. And he got into Act 3, I think, with his spear build. But didn't go into endgame, so... I think I watched Siggy D do endgame spear. But otherwise, I haven't seen much of spear. Are we out of rails? No, we're not. We're just out of power. Speaking of... Oh, you're already out. You have a little bit. You have plenty. You have plenty. Let's give you 10. And give you 10. It's a little bit distributed. Okay, all the tracks here. You're 92, nice. I don't know what level my monk was. I think monk was... Oh, I don't remember. Somewhere around the same. I want to say more than 92, but I'm not sure. I have actually no idea anymore. It might have been 90 or something like that, or higher. I have zero recollection what level it was. But 92 is great. Did you do any of the endgame boss content? Like Seshed or the pyramids, however they called, the special thingies, or some of the other bosses? Or do you just do maps? Yeah, around 90 gets really hard, and then you lose so much when you die. Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, one of my friends, Pax, he was playing Sorceress, and every time we went into a breach, he would just get instantly murdered. It was so frustrating for him, because he could clear like maps no problem, but breach, they would instantly bum rush him, and then he got murdered, and that was it. So breach was kind of like his least favorite mechanic, and I loved breach. It was so good. All right, this looks good. Let's remove all the trees here so I can see. I hate these dense forests. Oh, I'm gonna pick up another 10,000. Yeah. Am I not? I don't know what they changed, to be honest. I think they made the density a little less. But that was the fun part, just like jumping around left and right in breach to enemies with my monk. Oh, that was so nice. It was so much fun. CDSF, that's why you need to get to endgame in Path of Exile. It's so much fun. When you get through, like, breach is such a good mechanic. I love it. Oh, okay, that's nice. Interior maps, yeah. Interior maps breach was always like, why bother? It like you don't get much out of it. Or interior maps delirium, even worse. All right, looking good. What are we missing here in terms of ghosts? Power poles, signals, lamps, big power poles, and stations. Okay. Oh, the you mean in Delirium? Yeah, but Delirium, like, you didn't get much time to clear it either, right? In interior maps, you had the same issue kind of as breach. Oh, I forgot I had a train here. Glad that I walked down here. I was like, oh, I just have to walk all the way back. Nah. Let's come back here. Oh, you pick up the splinters automatically. That's nice. Was it always the case? Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah, someone was suggesting that. Do it like Delirium. Drop it at the end altogether. Yeah, that's nice. That is indeed very nice. Boom. All right, let's pick up some power pole signals, and most importantly, get rid of all of that trash. Midway through the league, yeah, nice change. I like that change. Oh, these are already full. Full of garbage. Raw coal. Oh, I still have a ton of chests on me, I just noticed. I mean, we're gonna need them right now, but I mostly need inserters and splitters too. Good, let's pick up some inserters, splitters, signals, power poles, and stations. I thought I had more stations left. Nope. And we still have rails left too. What do I have so much of in my inventory? Like iron? Yeah. That's science. Some signals. Let's grab 150 of you. Actually, we still had some, right? Yeah, let's put the 5 back. How many stations do we need? We had about 10. We don't care about lamps. We care about you. How's the Factorio run going? Pretty good. We're just at a critical place where it gets tedious slash difficult slash demotivational, because we built our nice bus here, right, where everything is working and everything is kind of doing well and doing its thing, and now establishing the train network is just so much upfront work before anything goes. Like, you know, just having the robots build this takes such a long time, and we need tin to keep our base running, right? What we're short in the base right now is tin and solder and lead plates. So now we need to build the entire infrastructure that we need for hot air tin, hot air lead, and hot air solder. We need to build that all at once, right? Like up front before we get a single plate of tin, while we're short on tin and solder, which, you know, builds rails and all that kind of stuff. So it's like this, at some point, I just wish I'd leave my PC on for like 20 hours and let the bots build everything. But no, I don't want to do that. I want to, you know, keep constructing and planning in the playtime I'm on here and not let it idle. Oh, I hate that when they come to me and then realize I have nothing in my trash pockets anymore. That's such a waste of Logibots, but I need my trash slots to store shit. Yeah, come all here and check that there's nothing here. Less sad. Oh, you could have all done so much more useful things. Imagine. Like bringing stuff to the mall, building new things in the mall, and yet you come to me and there's nothing here. Ah, come on. Come to me, check, and go. You too? Yeah, all you want the same. Oh, you too? Okay. Now the rest get back to work. Thank you. What am I looking for back here? We have power poles, signals, inserters, right. 135 hours in space age or space exploration? Yeah, in space age, I think to get to Aquilo and get Aquilo science, I think it took me like 250 hours. Let's check. Space age, no. Oh, that was with Yura, I think. Yeah, so it took me 200, whoops. It took me about 240 hours to get to Aquilo and do Aquilo science and start building my spaceship that can get to how's it called? The destroy planet kind of thing. I never finished the spaceship and went to the destroy planet thing. And now I see my Spidertrons. Oh, I wish I had a Spidertron here. That would be so nice. All right. We need inserters. A lot of, we don't have much inserters because they're out of small parts. And Simon made a really good comment on that I probably should do undergrounds and inserters here to increase the throughput for some of these. We're struggling with small parts. Actually, we do have fast inserters now, so... Oh, look at them. So much faster. And you. But you also get the underground treatment. Because we need a lot of iron. There we go, much better. Yeah, sometimes I don't think about these simplest solutions, and it's good to have someone just tell me and remind me again and be like, hey, dummy, there's like this super simple solution you're forgetting about. And I'm like, oh, yeah, there was that. Do we bring fast inserters? I guess we do. What else do we bring? Splitters, right? We need splitters. 100 splitters, very nice. We don't need the storage tanks. We need normal inserters though. I don't only want to use the fast inserters for inserting into trains or outputting from trains. I don't want to use it for anything that is loading into chests. Let's bring our little private train to here. Damn, SA has been out for that long, 8 months. Yeah, I played it it came out in November, right? Yeah, it's been a long time. I would love to do a run on a community server with Pi. I think the Pi Discord has a community server, doesn't it? Let me check. There is community map and community map Pi block. So if you join the Pi Mods community Discord server, let me paste you this. If you're not in the Pi community server. Oh, you want to start fresh. You may be able to talk to the people in the Discord and be like, hey, when do you want to do a reset? And do that. I would assume there's a reset every couple months. Let me see in the Discord. Are you in the Discord? If not, I can post the invite link. Like, that's the Discord for Pyanodons. If you want to join. Everybody who's playing Pyanodons, I highly recommend you join that one. And I don't know when the last reset was. Doesn't say. Oh, it was a while ago. Serve okay? Yeah, you can just go to the Discord and ask them, you know, what the plan is, how many people are planning, and, you know, worst case, I mean, if you have the knowledge, you could always start your own multiplayer server and, you know, host it and invite people to play on it from the Pi community, if you're so inclined. It's not, you know, it's not that difficult to host your own server, but it also needs some knowledge. So, you know, not everybody can do that, I understand. We can't make it here. Why? Can't make it here. Is something missing? Let's go here. Who did I just send there? Go there. I haven't named them either. While we're on the way, I can name them. At least these ones. And fix the priority. Priority 50. This is refueler main input coke. This is refueler main output ash. Fix the priority. 3. You stay at 0. No, we can put you at 3 because we don't have the Cybersyn combinator there yet. So I think I'm going to do it that way. I'm going to put the Cybersyn combinator there to enable it. And this one is always enabled by default. Actually, I just do it for the first one. This is refueler main. Just call it that. This is the main refueler station. And Cybersyn doesn't really care about the station names because it sets like a waypoint, like literally like one tile in front of it, and then the next one will automatically pick this closest station, which is like right in front of it. And there we go. The next train is out of fuel, but that's fine. We'll just leave it there unless I'm stuck. I did not think of that. Do I have any fuel on me? No, I need to cut down some trees. That is annoying. As long as they run out of fuel out of my way, I'm fine with it. But they don't. All right, here's some fuel. Who's out of fuel? You are, right? Yeah. Oh, on the way to the depot too. Yeah. Oh, quick, quick, quick. Hop in my train again. Ah, we made it. Whew. Almost left without us. Wait, don't do that. Why are you doing that? What is the train limit here? 1. Why would you queue for that? I mean, it's fine that you run out of fuel here, but why would you queue for this one? Because this one was already leaving? No, right? Something's a bit sus. Don't tell me you're driving back to this one. I hate it here. All right, we want to go. We have to go here because you're on the wrong track now. My bad. Then afterwards, we're gonna go here. Yeah, refuel main, output ash, weight condition, passenger present. And we wait for 30 seconds. Sounds good. All right, let me have a sip. Probably won't be streaming for too long today either, because I have other gaming arrangements later today. Maybe after that, I'm not quite sure. As I'm saying, we're kind of in this phase right now where a lot of like boring stuff needs to happen. Like this needs to be finished. The stations need to be finished. These need to be, you know, put down. I mean, we have tin coming, so we can work with tin right now. This doesn't need to be completed. I could go down here and manually place them all so they're connected and they can all mine. I'm too lazy for that. I just let them fill it up eventually. The downside is this is like, you know, 120 miners and they take a while to build. But we do have tin. We can get started with tin, which is the most important thing. We only have one station that's actually open because the other ones are still missing inserters and everything. So there's that. Put down all the signals and stuff and things. It would also be nice if we would have more of the big power poles, so we actually could use that as our main network. Sadly, that's not the case. We can't build enough because, let's actually see why. We shouldn't be out of niobium. We're out of tin. Yeah. Nobody's surprised, tin is the culprit. So yeah, that's what I mean. We're kind of in this weird spot right now where I don't want to scale tin in the base. I just want to scale it out here on the tracks, but it's also still a bottleneck. So yeah, it's kind of this awkward spot. And we kind of have to slug through it. And, you know, once we have tin out here running and producing, it's going to be awesome because it's going to be a lot. And trains are going to make it smooth. But, you know, till we get to that point, it might be a bit of a slug. Let's connect these up. Are we out of power poles? No. Oh, nanobots. Are you out of power? No. Oh, these are already scheduled to be placed. Let's put them down now. It's kind of weird how they schedule which thing gets placed when by which bot. So, oh, I didn't have to connect them because they're already connected down here. Well, whoops. Let's save the power poles because I may need them up there for the 6. Let's actually finish the 6 first, because these trains potentially run out of fuel faster. Maybe, not sure. And yeah, put these signals down and the stations. All right, the 4 is done signal and everything wise. This is refueler mining. Priority to 50, train limit 1. You go here, perfect. Down some power poles. We can actually connect this one up too now, which is very nice. So we actually have the base bots working on these. There we go. This one's happy now. Yeah, we don't have enough inserters anyway to get all of this put down. But we'll get started with setting up the coke delivery. We can live a little bit without the ash pickup, but I'd rather build it completely and be done with it, instead of having it halfway done. And then, you know, we still have to go back to it like 10 more times. So for coke stations, requesters, we want two per side unbalanced, so 2 per wagon. I think we have this one. And let's put it, doesn't matter. Let's put it this way. Actually wrong, it goes here. Here and here. Well, at least we brought the chests. You know, there's some benefit. The problem is I want to downgrade these. Actually, I want to downgrade everything and then upgrade these again. Do we have enough yellow inserters to make this happen? Yes. You're out of power, which is fine. We will connect you soon. These are the unloaders. Right, you should have power now. Perfect. So unloading coke here. And do we want to do a 4x4 splitter? Let's first put the loaders there. So we have, yeah, 2-car loader from each side. We can flip this, right? Was this the one that said don't flip? No. Yeah. Input is from the bottom, and then here input is from the bottom as well. Okay. And then we downgrade everything, and then we upgrade these here. We put another balancer here and here, and that should be working now. There we go. We still don't have enough yellow loaders, but we can build some. We have the simple circuit board, so let's just do that. And replace the yellow ones with the blue ones with the yellow ones. All right, we have the boxes, we have the inserters. We're actually short on one. How are we short on that belt? Oh, it's because it's red. That didn't downgrade properly. We're only short on the lights, which is fine. Here we are fine with everything. Perfect. So let's make a 4x4 balancer here. For these outputs. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Or for lane balancer, sure. And we should be able to place all of these down. Good, so this is the coke. How many bases do we have? 3. We can add another one and then have 1 per refueler. So the next thing is, I would love if these would be more permanent. We can do 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. And these only use, only get out ash. And you import, and then, hey, what blueprints for trains am I using? 1 second, I send you the link. It's called Opinionated Blueprints, 10 books full of rails. This is the GitHub link. You can download it there, and it's just a text file that you copy, and then you go down here into import string, paste the string in here, you click import, and then you get the Rails book. This is version 2.23.0, which is the latest one that has been published on GitHub right now. All right, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where the next train is. We do this again. Almost. There we go, ash out. And one of them is on the inside. Should we do this? So we don't have to underground under all of them. And then ash goes here. And here. And also this blueprint book has a ton of stuff for actually managing your rails with the, like if you go to trains, they have schedules that work with the vanilla one. I'm using Cybersyn, so that's why I'm not using that as train manager. But you can use vanilla trains with that perfectly fine. Like it has like a scheduler as part of it as well. So we're gonna copy this now. You're welcome, of course. I hope they're useful for you. And you have a great time using these blueprints. My favorite are still the stackers two-headed, like we use them here. So you have one, let's go to one where we have radar. So we have one lane coming in here, and then the elevated rail leaving. And I really like them for the two-headed trains that have, you know, one locomotive on each side. But there's also plenty of them that don't use two-headed trains. So it's a very comprehensive rail book. It is like more than you probably ever need. But it's a good rail book. I liked using it. And then let's assume there's the fourth lane that comes here eventually. Then we hop across and go back here with the ash. And one more. Is it the same height? Yeah, it should be. All right, these are the refuelers slash get rid of ash things. I did not set the offset of the last one here. Let's do that real quick so we unload on both sides of the belt. And we also assume there is a fourth station that we put there eventually. I'm just not in, like, it doesn't make sense to put it there now just for the sake of putting it there, but I'm planning on adding another one. I mean, I can blueprint it and just not tell the robots to build it right now. Ah, it's Fog of War. Okay, 1 second. Is this a... Oh, right, we couldn't, right? Because this one was in the way. I forgot. Do we bother finagling it in here? No, it's fine. We just do 3. Okay, I totally forgot about that. So let's just go to 3 then. That's fine as well. 3 refuel stations or refuel bays should be plenty anyway. The train shouldn't come in that often, and yeah, there shouldn't be an issue. We can actually set them to 3 so they can queue. And if you use fast inserters, hopefully they get fueled and ash removed as fast as possible, so we never run into issues here. But, you know, who knows? We can always just copy the same thing and plant it down somewhere else. And we do this. And use the 4-to-3 balancer. Downgrade from blue to red, from red to yellow, and we can actually build it. Voila. All right, Coke in is ready. So it's put down our Cybersyn combinator. It says we're a station that requests only. We're on the A network. We connect this, and then we put down a... What they call it? A constant combinator. That says we want, I think they stack to 100. So per train is 1,000, 2,000... How much does fit in a train again? 2 slots. So if Coke is 100, it's 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. Didn't I say raw coal, my limits were 4,000? Because raw coal stacks to 50, right? So the limit should be 2,000. No, because there are 6 long trains. Yay. Everything all right. So we want minus 8,000, let's say minus 6,000 Coke. Yeah, minus 5,000. It's enough if you have 1,000 left, then ask for a new shipment. And then the threshold is also 4K, because we only have 2 wagons now, but Coke stacks twice as high. And this says it is working and enabled, and we might even get a train. No, not delivering, because we don't have enough Coke present. How much do we have here? We have 10,000 Coke present. Are you on the A network? You're on the A network. Why are you not being scheduled? Yeah, I know a train is stuck. They're all stuck. Oh, because you are not set to this station? Excuse me? Okay, so this one wasn't even enabled for Cybersyn. Interesting. It should schedule a pickup from here, which is 10,000 as input, and is a provider on network A. This is enabled, and we are a requester. And it says it's okay. We're a request only from A. 5,000 Coke. Interesting that it's not delivering it. Network A. Inventory is 114,000 coke. How do you get 114,000? That's a lot. Stations. Tar processing coke output. Tar processing coke output 104k. Jesus. Why is this new station not showing up? How's it named? Oh, it's named nothing. Okay, this is refueler main input coke. It shouldn't matter. Wait, why do we have two of these? Oh, this is refueler mining. There we go. Input coke. It's set it to, oh, because the train limit is set to 0. Now we should be getting a transport. And there we go. It left. I can catch it here. So it will now go here to, no, you're actually providing tar. And you're still sitting here and doing nothing. Okay. Sue yourself. Oh, so the train limit was one issue, right? Priority. We request only network A. Oh, you know what? We need to connect it. Yay, that helps. So now that we have connected, it switched over to, hey, there's a delivery in progress. So now let's watch that delivery in progress, actually. We can follow along to get our first coke over here for the refueler. And we can set it to be a refueler right away as well. And then we have our first refueler up and running. And we can copy the layout we have here. This here over to this station. Minus the train names, but you know, oh well. Just rename this to Refueler Main. Input coke, and this is Refueler Main output ash. Neighbor train limit 3, priority 50. Good. What about you? Refueler main 51. It is honestly 3 is the train limit, but I'd rather you don't queue up here if there's others available. I'm not sure if Cybersyn is intelligent enough to schedule them to free stations and not queue them up. But we will see, I guess. One tiny little issue potentially being that we can't fit the Cybersyn combinator in here. No, we can. Perfect. So here, and you are a refueler for... Yeah, it's kind of the wrong way around, but pretty much it says you are allowed to refuel the first one and the last one. I think that is what it's saying. But who knows? Depot, let's copy this over. So we need to provide this with fuel again. So they should be able then to come here and be refueled automatically. Now let's build all of these. And then we can have the main refueler going. Do we have enough inserters? The answer is absolutely not. So let's not put this one down yet. And we don't have one here. We need that one here. So this one is provide only on the network T, because that's our trash network. And I want you to be aware of everything that's in these chests. And then here, yeah, we don't put that down. We only put the constant combinator down until this is fully built. But so we need to grab some fast inserters, exactly 16. Could you stop doing that? Oh my god, this forest. Go away. We built it in the thickest forest we could find. Now we copy this as well. If I have to take your stuff, fine. Yeah, this doesn't align with the power poles again. Does this align actually? No. I mean, this would work. Let's do it this way. Boom. How's our inventory looking? Oh my god, inventory is actually kind of clean. That's amazing. So we need about 16 plus 48. This is 48 inserters? Jesus. Yeah, it's 8 per. So we need about 60 blue inserters. How we're looking for that? Not so good, because we're short on simple circuit boards. Yuck, that's not good. And we can manually feed them. Let's take care of all of this garbage here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this actually will become a... Let's not delete this power pole. This will be a 4 to 6 balancer now. Downgrade to yellow. We can help that. Having robots is so nice. And then we have 6. I mean, we don't need to bring 6 belts back there. We could just do 1 belt. That's probably fine too. Don't tell me we're waiting for the base robots to deliver us from our sins and give us the deconstruction here. How much throughput do you have? Rotation speed, blah, blah, blah. Didn't I have the overlay of the inserter speed? Is it only for placed inserters? No, what happened to that overlay? Dum, dum, dum. Toggle hover mode, that's for belts, I think. Was it this one? No. I swear there was a button that was like enable the inserter. Maybe it was just a shortcut. Let's check. Yeah. Pretty sure I had that installed that told me the speed of how much they can pick up or not. Insert a throughput enabled is not enabled. Okay. Can we just enable that now again? There we go. Better. So we have 4.6 per second. We have 9 per, yeah, about 9 per second per belt. Let's give it just a full belt because why not? I mean, we only have 4 belts here anyway, but we can merge the 6 to 4 again. Speaking of, did we do that here? No. So we need to finish that still first. Let's finish that first because that one is the one that is potentially operational already. And are you stuck or are you still unloading? You're filtered. I don't want that. There we go. We no need filters here. We already bring only the right stuff. Thank you, though. In the upper left corner for inserters is throughput. I mean, now I've enabled it, but what do you mean, throughput? Upper left corner? Oh, this one? Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. I knew there was a button somewhere. I just forgot where the button was. So let's put you out of the way. There we go. We need a 4 to 3. No, a 3 to 4. There we go. Good. This one's flowing. Hopefully they're working. I'm gonna collect a bit of... Yeah, you already unloaded everything. You don't know how to path. Interesting. We're missing signals, that's why. So with the signals, it should be able to path. So don't get run over. I'm out of signals. Craft all of them. Can you get out already? Really, you still can't get out? You can go here. Where are you trying to go? Temporary. Oh, I hate it here. What can happen is that this one drops off the Coke and says, I want to refuel myself, and it can't refuel. Okay, this edge case is an edge case that is annoying. So we pretty much can do this. Yeah, you're coming in from here, so... Give me this one. Give me this one. Now you should be able to path, right? We only can do this up here. We can't do this with the other one. Wait, this isn't even your refueler. Refueler main, right? Why would you go to refueler mining? I'm an idiot. This needs to be M. That makes sense. This needs to be refueler from network M. And the automatic train allow list did actually not prevent it. I guess the automatic train allow list only prevents you from being refueled if you would fill cargo. In this case, it wouldn't fill cargo because it's too short. But it wouldn't match either. So, okay, we need to set that to M. Also, we're gonna manually refuel it, but that is... So we don't need this one, actually. And this one is missing. Actually, we don't need this specific one. We need it down there where we can't do it. Because down there, it is a possibility that that happens. Did it unstuck itself? Did you remove the... There's the signal. Yeah, put your signal up there. We have nothing better to do. Are you coming to refuel too? God damn it. You're not an M. I changed it. I mean, you're getting refueled. That's fine. And it is working. But you should have been changed to M now, right? Yeah. M. So they got scheduled beforehand. Refueler M. Refueler M. You on network A. Yeah, you on depot main. That's fine. You get refueled. Have fun. Yeah, you're decent full. I'm gonna fill the other one up too, so we don't have like unequal amounts of fuel. Yeah, we still have unequal amounts, but oh well. All right, so the refueled at the wrong station. It's fine. Nothing bad happened, only that half the trains got refueled, but it's okay. This shouldn't happen anymore. It should be only for the big ones. And this should be T provide only. Yeah, we haven't put this one down because we're missing inserters. All right, let me grab some coke and restart the mining trains over there, and they should come here and refuel. Then we need to get ourselves around to having like 50 blue inserters. So let's unblock these two. No, don't steal my inserters. Why are the inserters still missing? Jeez. Okay, you are out of all the things. 100, 100, 100, 100. You should be good enough. And then hopefully do some refueling. Yeah, this train was stuck, I know. Depot mining. All right, so mining trains should have a place to refuel and drop their ash. Let's hope that's the case. Next up my personal train. Please come here. Where am I? Here. And then we will go back to the base. How many simple circuit boards do we have? 113. How much do we need per? 4? Yikes. And how's our production looking of simple circuit boards? It should be, yeah, so you are working. You have copper zinc batteries again because I unblocked you. It's 200 waiting. Do we make more of these by now? 2? So robots already scheduled them up. Otherwise, where did the other 40 go? I want you to go here. Come here. Good, let's see if they're already scheduled. Because that would be great if they would be scheduled. This one is scheduled, this one is scheduled, this one. Yeah, not that many. Where did 40 of them go? Or did I take all 40? Yeah, it's scheduling these here. Which, yeah, granted, they're important too. But also, they're not as important as the coke unloaders. Because we don't have a trash network yet. Good, let's call the refuelers a done deal. Oh, right, we needed 40 something, so these get scheduled as well. Yeah, a lot of these got scheduled. Perfect. We just have to wait for enough blue circuit, blue fast inserters to be made. But we can help a bit with simple circuit boards. Specifically for this one. Now you're short on belt. But yeah, we have belt, we have small parts, we have iron, niobium alloy. You were short on simple circuit boards, so here you are. I'm just gonna go grab 200 more for myself. So we can supply a bit more. And ensure that the fast inserters get done. Up there is the only place they are being requested anyway. So if they get scheduled up there. And that finishes the second refueler for us, which is awesome. And which is the main refueler. So we got the coal trains running. We are close to having all of them being refueled automatically. So I think that was a good achievement on terms of going onto rails. What's next? Let's take a look. We have train refuelers. Gasoline from main base is done. I have that, we have that over here already. Here where I'm parking temporarily, we have gasoline that's produced in the main base where we have like 1 million gasoline still sitting around. That is shipped to the tin mining where we make steam out of it and mine some tin. And so we have tin ore now present. How much do we have? 6,500. That is enough for a train. Oh yeah, 500, 1,000. We can transport 4,000 again. No, 50. That's 500, 1,000, 4,000. Yeah, we can transport 4,000. Where was I? Simple circuit boards. They're all the way to the left. Even with our superhighway asphalt here, it still takes a good amount of time to get from one side of the base to the other side of the base. Then what's next? Scale tin. So we have hot air. What we need beforehand is borax. So let's put borax ahead of that because we need borax to scale the tin. What else do we need for that? Graphite, we have coke. So we can make graphite on site. Sand castings we can make on site. I think, as far as I know, all the processes we have right now produce stone. We can make sand on site out of nothing, just electricity with the soil to sand filter recipe. So I don't know if it makes sense to make sand castings really centrally. Let's take a look real quick. What is sand castings made of? Oh, creosote. I mean, maybe. But yeah, sand we can make out of nothing from soil, water. It gives us sand and muddy sludge. We throw the muddy sludge away. So we can make sand out of nothing. And then creosote, there's no difference whether we bring in creosote and make the sand casting locally or we bring in sand castings, right? Both need one station. We still need a station to get rid of the stone, of the excess stone or gravel or sand or whatever we get out of that. We're not gonna burn it here. We're gonna aggregate it centrally because that makes much more sense. Especially when it comes to things like saline water, when it comes to stone bricks, stuff like that. We don't want to rely solely on mining stone if we get stone for free from crushing ores anyway. It's much cheaper, especially with these tiny stone patches, that we get the ore, the stone from the ore crushing anyway. All right, how much do we have? All of them are being taken.
I'm sorry, my dear.
All right, back in our train. We got the refuelers set up reasonably. These ones just need their, let's go here, their inserters completed, and then we're ready to go. And I think that's a good point to stop the stream. As I said, just a little bit of a shorter stream because I'm gaming with a friend in a second. Thank you all for being here. Next up, we're gonna work more on tin, getting, wow, this already finished almost completely. Yeah, next up we work on finishing this here so we have hot air, get this kick-started up and running. Our trains hopefully now, as soon as these inserters are down, just work. That would be amazing. We just put down more trains and everybody's happy. And that's the plan. So thank you all for being here. Thank you for watching, talking, lurking, helping me, giving me tips. Make sure to subscribe if you're new here so you get notified when I go live. So far, I've been streaming every day. So, you know, my plan is again to be here tomorrow, probably around the same time, and you don't go back. You come here. Bad train. And we do have a loop now, so it can actually turn around. All right, thank you all for being here. I leave you with our new base layout, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Bye-bye.